can't hold on. Look in my eyes, I see them start to fall. Do I just stare, watch my body die? Life feels nothing but pain sometimes. Just not knowing weighs my skin down. I'm afraid of everything, of everything. How can I feel afraid when I feel sadness? How can I feel afraid when I feel sadness? Circling around my head, what are you after? Are you gonna be okay? Yes, I need something to recall myself. It's all said and done. Tell me if it's all you wanted. I'm keeping my head down 'cause I feel it every day. It's not a dream that's taking over. Yeah, I know I'm wide awake. How can I feel afraid? Need to let it go. Just keep me in the moment. Let it go, need to let it go. I know I'll be okay. How can I feel afraid? How can I feel afraid?
Die von Ihnen gewählte Rufnummer ist leider nicht verfügbar. Bitte rufen Sie die Auskunft an.
Hey, what up? Burdens? How you doing, man? Good morning, depending on where you are located. For me, it is morning. I'm doing well, man. I'm doing well. Thought I'd do an early morning stream. Just you seeing some keyboards, getting them ready for packaging. But I'm well. Getting ready for Christmas. Hey, nice. Hey, what are you doing? I don't need those. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Thank you for the support, dude. Yeah, I don't have any CJs left, so you must have got one of the last few. I think I might actually be out. Depending on when you bought them, you might have got the last batch. How do you find them? Because I know some... They weren't as popular as the Oil Kings. I know a lot of people like the Oil Kings. I've not used CJs or Oil Kings. I haven't built a board in a little bit with new switches, but yeah, just from experience, they weren't as popular. But I still think they were very smooth, so hopefully they're good, man. Bit of Christmas lubing. No? What fell? I'm getting them after Chrissy. Oh, you're Thomas. Okay, cool. Stop. Yeah, the Oil Kings are super popular. People love those. I mean, they're a great switch. They're super smooth stock and like they're just groovy. We're not helping. So you need to get a hotspot. Fix a hotspot socket in my Blade60. Nice. Okay. Is it damaged or is it just popped out? Because if it's just popped out, those are easy to fix. You just resolder. But if the whole socket itself is popped out, that's always a little bit annoying. You have to use a wire and jump it. And how do you find the Blade60? I've never used one, but I have heard good things. Oh, you just need to switch it out. Okay, cool. That's handy. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it's always super annoying when the hot swap sockets they get like when they poke through, and then you have to jump them. So annoying. But it does happen on occasion when you don't support them when you're pressing them in. Got an email from KBD fans for a sale, and then you picked it up then, I'm guessing. That's pretty good, especially if you got it on sale. Not bad at all. Certainly not a terrible keyboard. Nice. What plate were you going to use them with? Heard surprisingly a lot of good things about the Q1 too. Haven't tried it, but at that price point, it's pretty crazy. Okay, cool. I've not used an FR4 plate before, but I do know people like them. Especially because of their price point. Their price point's so cheap. The Zoom 75. No, I have seen the Zoom 65. Aren't they made by? Is that made by Wook Studios? I'm pretty sure the Zoom 65 was a thing, right? I remember seeing that. I haven't seen the 75, but I can imagine what it looks like, as it's probably just the same, just a bit bigger, right? There's a lot of really good boards in that price range now that are popping up, which is really cool. Like I love seeing that kind of stuff where you get to see like you know, good quality boards, but at like pretty decent prices too, which is cool. It's nice. I always like seeing that stuff. Because the price point's just like incredible, right? Like it's so cheap for what you get. And the quality's really nice. Everything looks good. It's a mix of a PKL and a 65. Rad. Okay. Let's have a look. I also really like their logo. Their logo of the Zoom. Really cool. And some really odd colors too. Like that's awesome. That's really cool to get some really cool colors. I love that, man. Like I feel like a lot of people they you know, they stick to like the standard colors, right? And like I get it. It's obviously a bit harder to go with random and different colors. It's a bit harder to sell. But I love those weird and funky colors. I think they look great. Ooh, it has an LCD. Okay, rad. And the modular, okay, this is cool. I like it. I like it. I mean, they've made some really good stuff before. I imagine Keeps and Cables and Daily Clack will carry it. They'll sell it in Oz, so you won't have to go international at all, which is good. I mean, I assume they'll have it and sell it. I do like the LCD screen. I'm not sure what I would use it for, but that being said, it's pretty cool. Yeah, the PVD mirror is so cool. Yeah, it's so nice. So I'm currently designing a new board at the moment. Well, I've pretty much just finished designing my board. I think it's finally done. Which is split 60. But I'm hoping to turn the weight into have a PVD. I think it's PVD nickel. I think it's a bit darker. hoping to use that as a weight, which would be sick. Damn, is that Tim? Australia's #1 streamer? Tim? Yeah. Yeah, it's a split 60. How you doing, Tim? Hope you're doing really well, man. Consistent streaming? Not for long, mate. Yeah, I just figured I got an hour or two in the morning, and I was like, you know what? I'll QC, and if I'm QCing, I might as well stream it, so that way I can claim my camera on taxes. Woohoo. But yeah, just doing some QC. Plus, you know, I figured there's quite a few people that have ordered these boards, and so they probably want to see them. And if they do, then they can come and see them being QC'd. Plus, I think it's interesting, at least from my perspective, when I wasn't in the keyboard business, when I was just a customer, I always thought it was interesting to be able to see the way everything works. And that includes stuff like this. So I always wondered, like, who QCs? How does that work? How do they find the benchmarks? Yeah, all that discussion and thought. So I'm doing really well, man. Doing really well. It's obviously Christmas, so things are very busy and hectic and all that shenanigans. But you know, otherwise doing pretty good. Just keen to clean up some of this room, the mess that it's in, because there's just too many keyboards around. So hopefully once these units are out, then I'll have a bit more room and space. It is an O-ring mount. And then once I have some space, then I can tidy up this room and make it a lot nicer. Yeah, I haven't been able to advertise a lot of stuff, so I've got quite a few new products and stuff that I haven't been able to post on Instagram or whatever. So I think I haven't been selling that much, and so because of that, now I've got too much stock. So I need to kick up my advertising, so that way I can move some of this product, because there's too much of it. So I need to sell it, because I've got no money, because I put it more into more product. So it's hectic time. But Tim, I will, if you would like, I'm sending a board down to Melbourne, a Dropbear board down to Melbourne in, I don't know, probably after Christmas, in that January situation. If you would like, more than happy for you to build it on stream, if you would like, if you're interested. I'm sending it to Warm Thoughts. She's the only person I've really messaged, but I'm more than happy for you to build it too. I just haven't gotten around to messaging people, to asking them. And then you'll be able to build it. Give me some honest feedback. I mean, it's pretty, like, let's be real. It's a pretty simple board. It's like a standard back and echo, right? Just with a couple of minor changes. But yeah, it'll give you some stream content if that's what we're looking for. Yeah. So yeah, the split board, I don't know if you've seen on my Discord, the split 60. It's almost, I mean, I've just sent it over to the designs. I've got to talk to Josh, who's doing the PCB, to make sure of some things. But otherwise, I think it's ready for production. Not production, sample, which would be fun. Yeah, look, man, it's pretty hectic. It's pretty hectic having like all this stuff. It just gets bonkers over here, man. When I get a bunch of stuff in, I just like need to move it really quickly because I just don't have the room. Because it's all coming from home. It's all in my house, and it's like I just need it out, because if I don't, then like the room becomes a mess. It becomes a bomb. Oh, okay. What switches did you want? I've got a bunch of Whoop Studio. They sent me a bunch of switches that I don't really know if I'm gonna really buy. Because, but they sent me a bunch of samples, so I don't know. Maybe I can send them around as well. Get people's feedback. They're like similar to Gatoron's shenanigans. They're like the lower tier, cheaper switches. Oh, okay, cool. Oil King's pretty popular. More than happy to send you some of those. They're always groovy. Making your own switch is a big investment. Kind of. So, as far as I'm aware, it depends on who you're getting it manufactured by, because they'll have different MOQs. But I believe something like, I think Gatoron, I don't know how much Gatoron has, but I think certain manufacturers have like an MOQ of like 40,000, I think. And so you're obviously not paying like $1 a switch at that point because you're a manufacturer, but it's certainly going to be quite expensive. I mean, if you're a first-time switch designer, it's probably going to be pretty hard to go about it. I think it might be quite rough. Just because like you've got to get people on board enough that they want that, like they want to take on that risk, right? Because it's expensive as like a vendor. So like I've recently just placed an order for Keyfront's 2 new switches, the honeycombs and bigwigs, right? But they're like, as a vendor, it's very expensive, and so I can only get the MOQ. But if you as a designer can get like a bunch of vendors involved, then you should be able to reach the MOQ relatively quickly. But yeah, I do know quite a few people that have like there's a lot of designers for it. A lot of people design them. And honestly, if you're a designer, it means you don't have to deal with QC. You don't have to deal with everything else after the designing of the switch, right? So you get it manufactured, you get it done, and then you're like, great, cool, not my problem anymore, you know? Assuming they're all good and work well. Like that, once they're designed, you coordinate with the manufacturer, you get them shipped to the stores, and then you're done. Whereas like if you're a store, then you've got to ship them all, and then you've got to, you know, sell the product. And if you sell them, you hopefully hopefully you sell them quick enough so that they're not super annoying to hold on to. So. But most people, when they do switch stuff, is they run it through group buys, and most of the money comes out of the vendor's pockets, not yours. So I would imagine getting samples and stuff made is probably a bit expensive, depending on which manufacturer you're working with. But there's been, yeah, a lot of designers popped up. A couple of Aussies designed their own. I mean, if you wanted to do something similar to like what AE Boards does, then it would probably be a lot of money. But that's because they hold them in stock. Oh, definitely. I mean, getting anything manufactured is easier if you're in China, and it's also cheaper. So most Chinese group buys, if you look at like their keyboards, they often have like a non-Chinese group buy price, and then a mainland China price, and then a everyone else price. And there's often quite a big difference. Like, it's quite considerable. Hey. What's wrong? Hey. Just standing on my keyboard. I need to access that. I mean, I'm glad to hear that. I try to keep it relatively cheap. But it does depend. It depends where you're buying. It depends where you're from. Like, if you're in Vic, I mean, I would assume switch keys would be the cheapest because they've got, switch keys in theory should be the cheapest because they're closer to you, right? But, oh, dude, how good are keyboards? How you doing? Those don't work, unfortunately. I haven't fixed them. I recently changed a bunch of stuff. I'm sorry, I've scammed you of 1,000 credits. You've been scammed. My condolences. So sorry. Yeah, no sound alerts work. I'll put a little text thing. I haven't been bothered to fix it. We're running real vintage here. There we go. Sound alerts don't work, so no one else gets skamazed. Show shirt. Alright. This is a shirt that I didn't design, but I got manufactured. So this is from the Fever Dreams desk mat. I like the design so much that I got a bunch of these shirts made. And then at the back, it's got a blown out version. So, yeah, it's really nice. I made a bunch of these made. I got like 100 made, but I wasn't 100% sure on the quality. So, I haven't just sold them. And now I'm just sitting on 100 of these, and I don't know what I'm going to do with them. But, yeah. Hydrate. Hey, Hydro homies. Hydro homies, my dude. and posture check. Well, I always try to maintain good posture. I could do you one better. We can do a stand up. Make sure my cables aren't gonna break. Now we're on a standing desk. Oh, I broke the camera. The video card that I'm using is the cable is a bit too short, so that's why that happened and it broke. But now we're standing. This is a standing desk now. Thanks, Mtn Kbd. You're climbing soon. Yeah, I'm curious. You're paying $100 for 90 Oil Kings? Who are you buying them from? What switch gear guy? Aren't they the same price? I haven't looked at how much they charge for shipping in a long time though. Oil Kings. They're the same price as me. I'm $9.90 as well, so their shipping must be a little bit more expensive. Oh, they don't have Sendle. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. Well, so this is the thing, right? Like, Sendle and Ozpost generally are pretty similar in price. But it depends. Like, if you're rural, some are more... really, it's really odd. They often... Some are just a lot cheaper, some aren't. Sendle is often cheaper in some areas, and Ozpost is cheaper in others. It's weird. You built a keyboard standing one stream? Dude, yeah, my feet get real sore once I'm streaming. Dude, I couldn't imagine if Warm Thoughts did a standing stream. Her feet, because if she built one keyboard while doing a standing stream, what, she'd be there for like 8 hours. So her feet would probably be pretty sore. So I don't think that would be a good idea. At least you built it quicker than Warm Thoughts, Tim. Four to 5 days. Yeah, man, look, it's... The thing with Ozpost and Sendle is that everyone has differing opinions. Some people hate one, some people hate the other. There really isn't much that you can do. Like, some people just, yeah, it's a tough one. What DMK set did they post? Because I've got all of them, right? See you, Tim. Have a good Christmas if I don't speak to you. Take care. What did they post? The dummy key set they posted. Let me look at their keycaps. What did they post? Is it Instagram? Okay, look, switch keys. Gotta eye out the competition. No, those guys are really awesome. What did they post? I'm confused. The new dummy key set they posted today. What set? That's Key Kobo. Instagram doesn't have anything. The Discord doesn't have anything. Does it? Nothing in the news. Ooh, because I just got a 3 new dummy key sets. 2 of them are pretty similar to their other ones, so they're not really worth showing. But I will show you the other one, which is Calculator, which is basically budget drag. So this is one of Domiki's new sets. So this is DMK calculator, which kind of gives me draft vibes. And this is the triple shot version. Pretty good, pretty convenient. And then obviously you just got like standard mods, nothing too crazy. But yeah, that's pretty cool. I got the other sets too. I got some of this. This is pretty similar to Domiki Silent Forest, the one with the dog. Kind of similar, not really. This is I think called Sandstorm or something. I haven't listed them yet because I've been too lazy and just been too busy. But that's another set that I got that's new. And then I just got a bunch of white on black sets. Obviously people have had them before. There's nothing new, but I got a bunch of white on black all-in-one kits as well. So if that's of interest. How you doing, Kib Matt? What is going on? Was on Instagram the rabbit one. There's a rabbit one. Instagram. Let me go back to their Switch Keys Insta. Sandstorm? I don't know what it's called. It's called Sand something. The rabbit one. Maybe I'm going blind. But I'm looking at their Instagram 4 days ago. I don't see any rabbits. Could be missing it. Hope you're doing well, Key Matt. Oh, okay, cool. You sent me a link. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, from Domiki. Sorry, I thought you posted this on Switch Keys. Right. My bad. My apologies. It's a pretty cool set. I mean, it's I don't mind the colors. I wish there was better photos of it. I wonder who's running it. Oh, it's Glove. Okay. I could probably get that set. I really don't like doing group buys though. They're really inconvenient, but I could ask. I don't know if it would be very popular though. I'll quickly show everyone else so you can see what I'm looking at. In case you're on mobile or whatever. OBS, where are you? Here we are. Okay. So this is the Domiki Glove. This is their White Rabbit new set. Oh, it's die subs. This isn't double shop, so this is probably cheaper price point too. Yeah, I don't know if this is interesting. If people are interested in this, we'd be able to sort out some cool. I might be able to get it on the store, but there you go. Hey, look, I'm trying to be as transparent as possible. I will give you pretty much any information I can. Yeah. Hopefully, I can't wait. So this year, over this break, I'm going to change. I'm going to actually track how much money or profit I'm making off certain items, and then I'll be able to actually post blog posts about the profit that I'm making, and you'll see that it's not much. But that'll be a fun adventure, hopefully for next year. Because right now, all my blog posts aren't profit. It's just this is how much I sell. Alright, manufacturers just asking me questions. Jeez. Alright. Gotta run. It's midnight here. Alright, far out. Where are you? Good luck, man. Have fun. I don't know where you are, but it's not midnight here. So, enjoy. Take care. Yeah, look, Burdens, I mean, there's definitely been a huge bump. Massive bump. I mean, in like the last 6 months, maybe. Hey, good morning, Nigel. How you doing? Good morning, morning, morning. There's been a huge bump. You're in Norway? Damn, how cool. All right, I'm gonna when you get back, I want to ask you some questions about Norway. That's rad. Enjoy, dude. Get some rest. Love to go to Norway. Yeah, look, so like, there's been a massive bump in, due to COVID, there was a huge bump. A lot of people came in to the hobby. I've been in the hobby for about 6 years now. Maybe it's more now, I don't even remember. But it's been a long time. And so I've had the privilege to be able to see everything change and go into what it is today. And yeah, certainly this year, last year was the biggest bump. 2020 was a massive bump. A lot of people enjoying the hobby, which is cool. It's cool. It's really special to be able to see a bunch of people join the hobby and like find it and get to enjoy it like everyone else. It's cool, man. Really spicy. Love it. But yeah, it's changed a lot over the years. A lot. It's changed. People have come and gone. Fads have come and gone. And so many different keyboards. Each year has its own, has the popular one for the year. You know, I think this year there was a lot of 75s, TKLs. Last year there was a lot of 65s. So yeah, just changes every year. It's always a bad board, a new thing. Yeah, dude, that's it, right? And that's another thing, right? Like, a lot of people now, they work from home, or, you know, they're able to they've realized that they want to enjoy a hobby and do something, right? They want to do something that isn't just work. And so they find these niche hobbies and find some cool stuff, and one of those is the keyboard hobby, right? So, which is always cool. Means it's growing. I mean, it's certainly cooled off in the last 6 months. There was a massive burst over these last 2 years, and now I think the hobby itself is slowly passing, like, is stagnating. I think a lot of people are starting to feel the burn of the recession and rising income rates and all that shenanigans. And so I get to see that from my perspective from the store. A lot of people are buying things, and now they're not really buying as much because they don't have spare money, and yeah, but it's the ride and waves of the economy, and that's how it works. But no, it's good. It's good. You like the look of 65s? 65s look pretty neat. I have a tough one, right? My favorite layouts, probably 60 or split boards I really enjoy. So that makes it hard. Split boards don't really exist, which is good for my wallet, but it means I have to make them. Split, like 60% are really where I enjoy. And then I also really love 40%. As you can see, I've got a 45% in front of me. I've got the Kajal, which is a really nice board. Not my favorite layout, I don't think. I don't think I like 45 as much. But it's just a beautiful board, and I really enjoy using it. And what I've got it built with is fantastic. Sounds so awesome. Got it built with Moyus, or dark Moyus. Tactile Jades, or whatever they're called. And honestly, they sound so good. I love typing on this thing. And it's so heavy and thick, and the red is beautiful, and the knob is so nice. If I had it sitting properly, it would be even better. But split 40s, I love my Let's Tango. It's such a nice board, but I have to like it. I designed it. Yeah, man, driving is expensive now with fuel. Crazy. Very expensive. I have not tried fuses. Are they good? Might just put this on B. Make this B stock unit. They feel really nice. Tactiles that I like. Okay. I quite like heavier tactiles. That's why I like these Moyu Blacks or Moyu Darks. They're really nice. They really sound awesome. But they're a heavier tactile. And they've got a big bump. I mean, like, the bump is probably, I think, the biggest I've heard. Like, people say it's the biggest or the most tactile you can get. And it feels like it too. Feels great. Sounds even better. Like, it's just phenomenal. NK Blueberry. I have the blueberries. I've never used them. I bought them probably 3 years ago, maybe. I don't know how long they've been around, but I bought them a long time ago. I bought them. I bought NK creams and the same batch in my same order. I remember grabbing them. It was when I was designing the Let's Tango. I wanted some switches that I could use for sound tests, and so I went and bought these the blueberries and the creams, and I haven't used either. I bought them, so I have them around here somewhere. I also bought kiwis I've never used Kiwis. I have them, but I didn't like the bump when I was playing around with them outside of a board. The bump was too early. There was no pre-travel, and I didn't like that. I have currently got purple potatoes in my Lulu, which is just off to the side here. And I think that's a similar thing for me. There's no pre-travel, or very little pre-travel, and so like this is it here. The bump is just too early, and I don't think I like it that much. They kind of throw me off. I don't know. I haven't decided. NK creams in a KN. I'm guessing those NK creams. I think they're amazing, but light for me. Well, you just swap out the spring, right? Pop in a heavier spring. Nice heavy boy. I don't know what gram weight they are. I don't remember what weight they are, but yeah, slap in a heavy one.
Tombstones climbing up the sky to claim the boredom and the whine of the radiator, to freeze the fates that intertwine, unresolved and undefined in this echo chamber.
I'm excited. I've never, like I was saying before, I've never built an oil something with oil kings, and so I think when I swap out my Lulu. Swap out the purple potatoes from the Lulu. I think I'm gonna put oil kings in there, and hopefully I'm gonna enjoy those. But the other day I just built a Let's Tango. What song is this? This feels like it's not. Yeah, I just built this Let's Tango here, which is awesome, and it has Cherry MX Blacks. I've never used those, and so I finally got a chance to use those, and they're awesome. I have found, because they're heavy, and I hadn't been using heavy switches for a little bit, my fingers were starting to get a bit sore after using them for a while, which is always funny, because I'm a big fan of heavy switches, so you just gotta push through, and eventually you get better and something going. Could I screw up all these two? Yes. Yeah. It's always a good one, always a good choice. Hit some sevens. Hey, JB, high five. Oh. Running out of room. Need to put these somewhere. JB High Five, they got a great deal. I don't know how much it is, but my partner works there. They always have really good deals. My eye.
The fading memory of a shipwreck in the undertow. You're just a lost song I wrote, and I'm just a ghost in your stereo.
Got mine for $250. Damn, that's steal. The trade-in. Alright, that is really good. What did you trade in? That's a really good deal. iPhone Pro Max. Yeah, okay. Fair enough. Hey, fair enough. Sounds like a good deal, dude. I've still got a classic Samsung S8. This little puppy is still alive. It's probably like 6 years old now, 7, 8 years old. I don't know. I got a battery that I meant to swap out and put into it. Brand new battery. Whoop. Maybe one day I'll do that. Yeah, it's hella old. How you doing, Dropbear? Merry Christmas Eve. Cost more to get a new battery than I thought for a better deal. Yeah, dude, fair enough. I mean, fortunately, mine, I'm just going to swap it out myself, and so that makes it a bit cheaper. And also the S8, well, I mean, it's a vintage phone, right? Like, no one has them. But I found a battery online, and it should work, hopefully, when I get around to swapping it out. If anyone wants PE foam, I have a lot of it. They all came wrapped in like this massive. Oh, there goes my mic. This massive thing of PE foam. And so, if you want some, let me know. We got a heap of it. I don't want it, and I don't want to throw it away. Yeah, I haven't used Apple in a while. I've just been on the Android thing. Just because there's some functionality that I can't get rid of, and only Android lets you do it. But I'm not against Apple. I think they're still pretty good. Running out of weights. Couple more. Yeah, I don't personally use iMessage. I never really used it when I was even on phone. Prefer to use something like Signal but I'm in like the IT security space, so I like having my data encrypted and all that shenanigans. Yeah, I don't personally use a VPN, or I do for work, but otherwise not really. It's one of the things like, do you trust your ISP with your data, or do you trust a VPN provider with your data? Neither of them are good, you know. So I don't know, tough one. Tough one. I think most would argue that VPNs are more secure. B-Star, I think, maybe. How you doing, Savvy Tab? Hope you're well. Yeah, the tracking ads sucks. I hate tracked ads. But yeah, the data leaks been pretty bad. Made my job real busy. Yeah, I've been well, man. Been well. It's been busy. Busy period. But been well. Been well. Yeah, just trying to get through some of these units, QC them, and then hopefully get them ready to be shipped out. I would like to have most of these units shipped out first week of January. That would be awesome. Have them packed and ready to go. I would love that, because then I would have so much more room for activities, and I love activities. This is called the Dropbear60. So it is a back and echo style board. It's polycarb, and so, you know, it's, you know, a lot of the, I think the reason why Dropbear originally designed this one is because at the time the Seal had come out and was doing everything in aluminium, but didn't have anything in polycarb. So the polycarb, you got like, you know, this really nice polycarb that he wanted to see happen. And so we got this polycarb back and echo style, and then we got a weight, which is a it's like, it's meant to be Damascus steel, but I think it's more acid etched. And then it's got a little laser engraving of a claw mark to simulate the drop bear. So you can kind of see that acid etching, or Damascus lookalike, I guess you could call it. So, however, this one has some dings in it, so it's going to be a B-stock weight. Yeah, there's so many back and echoes. I really wanted to have a relatively cheap board, a cheap 60 that I could have on the store. And when Dropbear came to me with this design, I was like, sick, let's do it. Make it super cheap, make it super available for people. And yeah, then we spun it up and came out really good, I think. Sounds good. It's an O-ring mount. Some people like it, some people don't, but I think it's good. It's good for what it was meant. It suits what I wanted it to be. And so that's really handy. I do find it quite hilarious that basically, I mean, I'm going to be offering this pretty soon with, like, there's going to be extras that are going to go for sale, and my extras are going to be cheaper than, like, the January 60 by, like, I don't know, $100 maybe, and mine are going to be extras, and that's a group buy. So I don't know, maybe their quality's a lot better. I find that pretty funny. Do I play games in my spare time? Sometimes. I don't play a lot. I kind of, honestly, it's been really bad lately. I've just been really busy doing a lot of other shenanigans. Like running this and running other stuff. Like running this store takes up a lot of time. So unfortunately, I don't have a lot of time for video games like I used to. But on occasion, I will play some. There are a couple of different games that I'll play. I mean, the main one I play is Dota 2. I'll normally come online and have a bit of fun on that, play a game or two. But generally, it's pretty casual and chill, and I'm just there to have a bit of fun. Don't really take it super seriously or anything. But that's probably the main one. I mean, I play a little bit of Phasmophobia with some mates. I just like to play any games that I can play with mates, really. Bit of Phas fun. But otherwise, yeah, not a huge amount. Not a huge amount. I would like to get into a bit more, back into some more video games, but we'll see. I mean, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I've just been busy doing other stuff. I like to get out and, you know, exercise and rock climb more than I do play video games now, which honestly would be a shock if I told my 15-year-old self. Yeah, I agree. There's so many back and echoes, man. I mean, that's what happens, right? Like, all you do, like, once you make a design as simple and as, I guess, well, like, publicized as, like, what the back and echo is, as soon as you make that publicly available online, people just take it, knock it off, change it a little bit, and then if you can make money on it, people are going to do that. They're going to make it and sell it. I mean, it's great for budget people. It's great to be able to have that design. It's great to be able to have that board that you can be like, oh, cool, this is cheap, and will suit most people. But yeah, it's just what happens, right? Like, whenever you make something publicly available. I don't know if the January PCB has underglow, to be honest. I haven't looked. I barely looked at it. I looked at the price and then was like, oh, cool. This weight is being a bit annoying. Honestly, I mean the keyboards have slowed down. Keyboards have slowed down a lot recently. You know, with the recession and everything, people are losing money, and it's expensive to own things like houses. And you know, keyboards are a luxury item, right? So anytime there's a luxury item, it's gonna be the first one on the chopping block when people need money, right? Makes sense? Why stick around? You know, why keep buying more and more keyboards when you need money to feed your family, make bills, make rent? It's certainly slowed down a bunch. I don't know what the keyboard market is in your area. I imagine it's probably the same. Probably global. All slowing down. Hopefully building my Tiger Light soon. Hell yeah, dude. I appreciate that. Love that. I need to go get more weights. They're just in the back room. I will be right back. Dead. His eye. The keyboard man. The man with the keyboard. Yeah, look, 100%. I mean, there's so much of oversaturation. Like, you can, any board, and it's not a bad thing, right? Like, you can see it as a bad thing. People get cheaper boards. That's the good thing, right? Like, it means that there's more business, there's more competition. That means cheaper boards. That means better boards. So, you know, I mean, some people are just in it to make money. Others are in it to make keyboards. Depends, right? Like, I completely understand both, right? But you're gonna get that. I mean, with a burst of people coming into the space and people going, huh, okay, a lot of people in here. Maybe I can make a keyboard. Maybe I want a keyboard. My biggest thing is like I don't like seeing the same board rinse and repeated. Like, unless it's a budget board. Like, I don't like seeing high-end boards where, like, oh, it's TKL and it's got, like, it's got a tiny blocker, it's got a knob, and, you know, it's all the same. But, you know, I guess that's what people want, right? People want those boards, that's why they keep making them, that's why they make money, that's why they sell out. People want them. Whereas I want weird boards. I want boards that no one wants. And that's why I make them. And then lose money on them. Because no one wants them. And it's great. That's why I built my Let's Tango and lost money on it. Because no one wants it. But I do. And that's why I made it. My next board, the Split 60. I don't think anyone wants that. But this guy does. So I'm gonna make it. And hopefully, if I do it right this time, I won't lose my game. That's the dream. It's hard, right? Because like you look at boards and then you go like, where can we go from here? Like, there's so many times you can like you just make TKL and then there's only so much you can do. There's only so much, right? There's only so much innovation. Like, what's the point? Like I don't know. Yeah, look, I don't know, man. I mean, I don't know. I mean, prices have gone up with inflation. Boards have become more expensive. Aluminium, brass has become more expensive. CNC time has definitely become more expensive. But is it as much as what people are making it? I'm not going to be the one to say. I mean, I can show you the prices that it cost me to make my Let's Tango. And I'm hoping to do a blog on that soon, like how much it cost me to make them. And yeah, it's like I just got quotes on my next board, which weren't too bad. I mean, they were expensive, but there's so many extra parts in my board than there is for a standard board. Like a standard TKL has like you were saying, 3 parts. It's the top, bottom, and then plate. Mine is 2 tops, 2 bottoms, 2 plates, 2 center divider pieces. So like that all adds up on machining time. But the thing is, right, like if boards are going to sell at those price points, why wouldn't someone price point it at that high? Like, why wouldn't they? Right? So if you're a designer, I mean, it takes a lot of work to design a board. It takes a lot of work to QC and manufacture and organize all that stuff. And I like, don't get me wrong, I think profits should be made on keyboards because it's expensive to do this stuff. And if you have to deal with like damaged units and all that shenanigans, you have to deal with that. But sometimes people are making a lot of money on these things. That's why I originally designed a board. I found, I'm not going to name the name, but I found a board and I found the manufacturer for it. And what they were pricing versus what they were selling it, like what it cost them, was pretty absurd. But in the end, I mean, when I think back to it, maybe it isn't that absurd. Like, it takes a lot of time to design these things and QC, and I don't know. For an individual, a one-man band to like run a keyboard and like run a group buy, I don't know. Maybe you do want to get paid more. Yeah, I mean, so like taxes definitely take a big part into that as well. Like, I don't know what taxes are like, you know, obviously it depends country to country, but to break that down. And so if you were looking at that, so you go, let's say it costs like 200 to make. It could even be a bit more. I mean, it depends on how many they're making. PCBs might be included in that price, they might not. But if you're looking at that and then going like, okay, so it's 195, taxes on that, if you're in my country, is 10%, and so like you're dealing with 160, then you're dealing with fees on top of that, which is like normally I'd say about 5% in fees, and so 5% on that is like $8, say $10. And so then you're looking at like 150. You know, it's not bad. It's per board. It's pretty good. You split that between the vendor and the designer. If you split it evenly, it's $80 each. That's actually like pretty good margin for a vendor. Most of the time, they're not going to get that. Most of the time, they're not going to get that at all. I don't think. So, yeah, it's a tough one, right? It's a tough one. Then you look at some boards that are like priced in at like 800, and you're like, 800, and you're getting 1,000 units made. You just made a lot of money, right? And it's no shade to like any designers or like people who are running these boards. I mean, you get to do that, and the fact that like the community pays for it, then like sweet, you're dreaming. Logistics is expensive. Getting stuff shipped is quite expensive. Getting it shipped across different places, different countries, and that's not the shipping from you to the person. Like that's not the shipping from your store to them. Shipping is expensive, especially if they're doing like if they're doing it not via sea. If they weren't doing it via sea though, they'd be crazy. Especially keyboards because they're so heavy. Yeah, that's the plan, Burdens. I'm hoping it will connect with magnets. That is the plan. That's what I'm aiming for. I'm hoping to be able to shove some magnets in there, and it'll work nicely. But we will see. This weight. There we go. Let's get better. Sorry, just making sure this screws in properly. But yeah, hopefully some magnets will pull it together in the middle. I'm currently still, let me check. The manufacturer's messaging me at the moment. Ugh. Okay. So my plan was originally to have the dividers, and then what I would do is have it. So they would stick together and they would combine, and then with that would connect with magnets. However, I don't think those center dividers are going to be able to. My other idea was to have those center dividers made of plastic or a clear plastic, and so LEDs would shine through whenever you opened up the board. So if you had it split, because remember you can connect them together and it works as normal 60, but you could split them and then you would have LEDs shine through. But I think logistically that makes it a bit of a nightmare, because trying to get pieces made in that size and that design, it looks like from what my manufacturers just said is either you would 3D print or injection mold. Injection molding is pretty expensive, so I don't think that'll be the option. Maybe the 3D printer. Sorry, just replying to the manufacturer. This is mate, you're getting live updates. I only just found about injection molding that I might need to do that. 0.5mm plate. That's the other thing. I'm gonna offer 1.5mm and a 3mm plate. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Let's see. Okay, so we'll get the pricing on my board is $1.80 a kilo. Yeah, look, freight. Like if I was to FedEx something, I think FedExing something from like China to here as a one product, like one item. I think in bulk they were charging like something like $15 a kilo to get it FedExed. And so like if you got like 100 boards, that's 200-300 kilos, right? So that's freaking heavy, and then that's not including their like fees on top. So shipping by freight is a lot better. It's a lot cheaper. I found a place that honestly does freight for so cheap that I don't understand how they do that. And so, but you have to order like 100 kilos, or it has to be a cubic meter, which is a lot of stuff. But that's what I got the drop bears done in, and it was like quite a lot cheaper than what I thought it would be. So some logistics can be expensive, especially air freight. Sabby, hey, thank you. I appreciate that. I made this myself. Yeah, molds are expensive. So I don't know if that'll be the go. He said he can do 3D printing. Maybe 3D printing is the right way. I don't know. Final store price of the split 60? Is that what you're asking for? Sorry, just replying about plates. And pom, I'll go pom plate, why not? Okay. Yeah, so okay. So the prices for the boards I don't know yet. Still getting stuff for a sample. I mean, have a look. Let me have a quick look at this quote that I got a while ago. I don't remember where I saved that. But he did give me a quote. Maybe I can give you a rough guesstimate, but I won't know until about keyboards. Split 60. Do I have a Excel sheet somewhere here? Yeah. Whew, it's hot in Sydney, man. I don't know where you guys are, but it's spicy. Parking pro. Damn, I just pulled up my Let's Tango accidentally, my Let's Tango quote that I got. This must have been the original one, because I paid a lot more than this. I think a lot had changed during the COVID period. Transfer wires, no. Where am I? Where is that bloody quote? Surely I got sent it. Let me see. Because yeah, a lot has changed since I sent this original drawing over. I've added a lot of, the finer details and stuff that I needed to. But it might be able to give me an idea. I think it's gonna be I think it's gonna be pretty expensive if I remember correct. Because so here's the thing, right? If I can do group buy units, and if there's interest, like enough interest to get a lower quantity, that'd be great. But I don't know if there is. So where is that freaking quote? Downloads. Invoice for customs, invoice, customs. Alright, I'll just keep looking a little bit, and if I can't find it, then I can't find it. Yeah, I can't find it. Okay, where's my streaming window? Yeah, so I can't find the quote. So I don't know. I don't know how much it's gonna be. I can tell you realistically, it's probably gonna be more expensive than a Let's Tango just because there's more parts. It's more aluminium, more brass. Yeah. So I really don't know. I really don't know. It's too early, too infant. I did get a quote originally, and I think the quote, when I added up everything, was gonna cost me something like, I think it was gonna cost me like $250 USD, I think, if I remember right, and that was with bulk units. But who knows? I'll have to have a look and see. But hopefully I can get it relatively cheap, and hopefully I can get a high MOQ if I offer it internationally. If people are interested in it. We'll see what the interest check kind of bold. But this time I'm not going to do it in stock. I just can't feasibly do it. It's too expensive. And hopefully that would be the deal. And maybe I can get a low MOQ and that way be able to offer it even cheaper, which would be ideal. But we'll see. I mean, I don't know how much interest there is in a split 60. There is the Kendo, which got a lot of people interested in it, but then it never ran. So maybe that'll end up being a good thing. But we'll see. I mean, there's still a lot of things to figure out. I'm hoping, trying really hard to use recycled aluminium with this. And if I can use recycled aluminium, that would be sick. If I can get the board made out of that, I think it means that the quality itself will probably be a lot harder, and I'm not sure exactly how that'll work. Because there's often going to be nicks or dings in recycled aluminium. But I'm going to get it powder coated, so it should hide a lot of that. But we'll see. So there's a lot in the air at the moment. But yeah, should be exciting. And to answer your question, there will be a hot swap. It's already in the works. The hot swap PCB will be made. It'll just be confined to one layout. So that will be the plan. PC dividers. Cool. If not, use aluminium. Great. No problem with quote. I think just those plates would be great. Let's go 2 each, please. Please. Groovy. Yeah, cool. Yeah, it would be. So it depends, right? Like, because if you got other vendors, it makes it a bit more complicated logistically, but it does make it easier to sell units, and then also it allows it to be cheaper to international brands. So there's ups and downs. There's ups and downs. You know, you've got to you trade some things for others. Some things are good, sometimes it's not good. Depends. Everything is a trade. Okay, I think this is the last two that I'm going to QC today. It is getting really warm, so I won't open up a window, and I can't do that because it's too noisy outside. So once I finish doing this, I will probably call it a day and go do some other stuff. And go do some gardening. It's only 21. Yeah, it's just really hot in my room. I don't know what it is in Sydney. Have a look. But it feels bloody warm, so. $27 today. Actually, that's in Sydney, where I am. 29 where I am. Getting warm. Getting warm for sure. Alright. Pretty good. Last one. Really? Alright, well, I think we QC'd quite a few units today. Which is good. Got them pretty much all done, which is fantastic. Love to see that. Almost finished. I think I've got something like maybe, I want to say 30 units left, maybe 40. So I'm definitely getting there. It's going to be great once it's all done. Be able to ship them out. Some spare room. Oh. Well, who's live at the moment? Let's have a quick gaze. See if anyone's live. Send you guys over that way. Keyboard. Enomu. Classic. Whew, it is hot. Alright. I'm gonna jet. I'll send you guys over to Enomu. anyways, enjoy. Let's start the raid. And yeah, enjoy everyone. Have a lovely rest of your weekend. I don't know. I'm probably not gonna stream tomorrow because it's Christmas. But I will probably stream a couple of days over the break. So do some more QC. Try and get all those units ready. Might need to stream some of me packing. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, if you enjoyed, feel free to check out the Discord, the Mtn Kbd Discord. And then I'll ping there whenever I'm live. So. Anyways, enjoy. Have a good Christmas. Take care. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for chatting with me, Burden. And yeah, everyone else, take care.
As Indonesian Christmas. Hey, yo. Oh my goodness, old mate. Old mate, thank you so much for the raid 6. How are ya? What did you do on your stream today? Welcome everybody, welcome everybody. My name is Frank, aka Inamushiki. I do keyboard on Twitch. How's everyone doing? Welcome. Burdens, hello.